It's your boy Zappa, Professional Sage Ninja, and we're here on site on Texas Colony in HobbyTown, here in Austin, Texas. Today, we're having a local Gunpla competition. The rules in terms of this contest were that you buy a high grade and start it here, brand new, now. And that was good 3 weeks ago. Today, judgment. Let's check out who's here, what they brought, and what's going on inside. We're at HobbyTown here with
Brad, Gundam Brad on Gunpla TX, as well as Gundam Brad Facebook page.
So we're here for a Gunpla contest. What was your thought going into starting this contest for the people?
Well, you know, really, it's kind of really whatever you want to call it. No matter what it is, you could almost say we can skin this with anything. But in the end, it's just about bringing community opportunity together. People who have like-minded situations. We like things that most people don't. We like talking about it, but it's not always a popular subject. So we kind of have these niche interests, and we have to find ways to come together and to hang out and make it a thing.
Indeed, because this is the second place that I know of in all of Austin that has a collective build time frame.
Right.
And the HobbyTown's got several stores over Austin, but this is the only one that hosts events, at least so far.
So far.
Hopefully that'll spread with your influence.
Yeah, and they actually, as soon as we posted this one, they wanted to do one in Cedar Park, because Cedar Park's trying to have more Gundam in the store to sell and more accessories, which competition driving more options for us as far as build kits and paint options. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. More places to buy it is always just better than having to wait 2-3 weeks online ordering it straight from manufacturer or wherever.
And hope that what you ordered is what you thought you ordered, you know?
Yeah.
And getting it in your hand right at the start of the thing, and knowing and being able to ask people. I think I talk about, you know, we can go online and we can ask people questions, but whenever they stop typing, your answers are done. Here with real people, we can have real questions, we can think about it, we can research it together, but typically we can come up with real solutions to finding out answers to, you know, maybe you're trying to pair up a build with another unit from a particular series, and you're like, who was he fighting against? You know, so I can put them together sword to sword. And,
make sure that at least synergizes.
Yep, and even though I've been watching the anime for so long and building the units for so long, I don't always know all the names, and sometimes I don't have the accuracy that some of even the younger guys or the folks out here that really know what's up. So getting them to come here and find out that that's treasured information, that's stuff that's going to make all of the kind of the illusion of the world come together.
Yeah, it's a lot better to ask someone in person than go wiki diving. Now, which both are good, but it's always better to have that dialogue with other people.
Right.
So, popularity-wise, and I'm going to give one of these to everybody who entered, and on top of that, whoever wins the fan-favorite ones will get an extra one, basically.
Yeah, I can't choose.
Can't choose? Alright.
You're going to have to make that last one.
The ground gun's falling apart. So,
I have to show the
battle bandit. So, for fan-favorite of the custom builds, the one that has the most votes was our bronzy gold Zappa custom one here. I don't think Joseph is actually here, so I'm just going to leave that there. And then first fan favorite was actually the ground gun there.
Nice.
So everybody give a round of applause for fan favorite.
Thank you guys.
There you go, man. All right. And then, so for our judging for custom-wise, we're going to go... What did you take the thing and you hit it all the way down?
No, but I remember.
You still remember? All right.
Yep.
You want to go announce third place first then?
So, third place, honestly, this has already been discussed. This is a really great unit. I think that one of the things we want to think about is selection. I really enjoyed Nike, but Nike had some flaws in the build. There were some flaws, and somebody's gonna find something wrong. But I think that if you would have really focused more on the abrasions a little bit more, the selection alone was a fantastic selection. I like this unit. I would use this for, you know, a lot of reasons, like if I was playing Dungeons and Dragons or something and I was able to build up a knight's outfit or something, I would want it to look like that. But, and I didn't even see the broken horn because I was just so into the unit, period. There's aspects to too clean. That's way too clean for me. That is gorgeous and everything, but that is a show card. That is not a battle unit to me. So this was totally battle ready, and I think it definitely stood for a strong third. Easily could have been second with a little bit more touch. And with it being perfect, it would have been perfect for a first, but it was not perfect. So way to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you definitely did a really great job with, you know, you said it yourself, it's one of the first ones that you've done. So I think you did a really good job for a first attempt on things. You did a really good job with hiding your imperfections and everything. And, you know, sometimes it's going to happen, and so I think that's a great job of doing that. For example, like, again, I'm going to use his because he's not here and he works for us, so I can make fun of it. But, like, with Jordan's, if you look at the shoulders, there you can see the seam line of the 2-point parts
Connecting.
Yeah, and that would be something that you'd kind of want to either turn into an obvious panel line or cover up. But you were able to just be like, you know what? I picked this kit because his shoulders are already one big piece, and I don't have to worry about it. And sometimes that's what you got to do. And so yeah, definitely think that was really good. So you will get a third place ribbon and an RX-78.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, pretty good. And like an artist, you know, in graffiti, there's, it's kind of like when they're doing graffiti, they go out and they think of how many colors are they going to use on the wall. And this guy, obviously, you took advantage of the few colors that you had, and I actually think that's pretty great too, as far as art goes, especially. Moving into second place. So it was a really tough one. Honestly, it was almost like a toss-up between the top three, really hardcore. But it was easy to kind of start breaking it down. Went with the O for second place. Really, honestly, that is a first place unit easily. We had to be very, very extra about this, and it came down to the fact of just small details. Some of the aspects of here I like, but I dislike the contrast and the colors. It could have been a little bit darker, and then the fact that it's not flat and it's all shiny, that was throwing me off a little bit. It wasn't as consistent with the whole drab of the rest of the unit. The use of the stand was nice. I would have liked to have seen that painted, but I didn't take away for anybody's stand or without stand. But the other part was the fact that contrasted so much with the tubes down there. It kept killing me. I wanted to add that black on there. But besides that, and a little bit of love in the rear with a little bit more black shading, just to be consistent throughout the whole thing with the dirt scale. I thought that was a really extra special unit, and that was very awesome. Yeah, I'd own that. I would love to own that. So personally, very, very pretty.
And also, again, another sort of piece of advice with things. For one thing, this is an old kit. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the
I didn't
00
want
as
to
a high grade was only made in 2003. So, you know, you're already kind of working behind, and so that's something to be applauded too. For just, you know, you didn't go and take something that was fresh off the shelf that's been engineered better over the years. You know, you took something that was difficult and worked with it, so that's also really nice.
But it didn't get first mainly. I would honestly say the biggest judgment issue that I had was the fact I needed to start building it and get and some of these cats. I don't even know if the next one in question was started at the beginning of the month. We'll find out though. So yeah, no, don't want to take anything away from that. Very good job. Awesome. Moving on to first place.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so and this is also kind of a good thing for that I was able to grab Brad to help me do this. He's a big fan of weathered kits and stuff. I'm very much a fan of clean things. So I was, from the beginning, I really liked the look of the GM Sakura, as it's been called, just because of the overall kind of cleanness of it. I think even somebody brought up the fact that it almost looks like it's a die-cast metal model instead of it being plastic, the way the paint is done. It still has some imperfections too. It's not like it's the perfect kit. If you get into it, you can see there's some issues with decals here and there, where there's what's referred to as silvering, or if you look at it the right way, it looks like a sticker. It doesn't look like it's actually been painted on, which of course is always going to be the biggest issue with the decals. It's what we all have to deal with as model people. But overall, it's clean. It's using a lot of really interesting parts from different other kits. The model, the decals, I think you can almost tell the one that he wanted to care about the most are the ones that are here on the legs, because they're the cleanest out of everything if you look at it. Unfortunately, Hunnell's not here right now, but still, yeah, that was my vote for first, and I think Brad also agrees.
Well, one of the reasons why I was able to pick it, and mainly, again, it was because I don't even know the backstory between both of these units. I don't know whenever it was built. I do know that the first and second place could have easily been built before the contest started. But at the same time, this isn't about, nobody's wrong here. There's nothing that, no one's missing out on anything. If you win something, hey man, that's the luck of the draw. But nobody's losing, everybody's having a good time, and I hope everybody realizes that. But one of the things that I think that this did was it took things a little bit further than I would have ever considered. It used paint schemes that I never would have considered. It used shading of the fact that it's not a lot of flat, and it is having that die-cast aspect to it, which is really special considering I like flat, like you said. I like it to look like they've gone through absolute hell and brimstone. And this thing looks just absolutely gorgeous. It's just like all pretty and stuff. But with that being said, I think everybody could learn from this, and I think that's something that's kind of what makes it stand on top. The capstone on the dollar bill money, it's above and rise and separated because it is not part of the caste system. It is above it and it is floating. And it's actually floating, which is kind of stupid, but makes sense in this situation. But I think that if I could actually just be honest with y'all, just putting the flower on its own, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a girl. So, really sweet stuff. Jessica just arrived, so thank you for coming by. Everybody, that is first place. And I think it's a good reason why. If anybody has any questions and wants to know what I thought about their units, otherwise, I will actually just tell you right now, since Jessica, you just walked up, you did not get first, second, or third, but this is a very, very, very wonderful build. I don't know if y'all understood what she did here, but this was a kit bash to create Nike. This is very, very special, and I think that you went a long way with it, but there was a lot of gummy and a lot of aspects that were just really calling out, like, you could have just easily sanded me and repainted me, but you probably have more things going on in your life. So, but yeah, definitely if you took that apart, separated it, did a little sanding, got a little bit cleaner, I think this would be a spectacular unit. Again, just too clean And then this was actually my favorite. I like GMs. I like the color, but it was not competitive. But it is absolutely fun and beautiful, and it looks like something where I would want to create a whole concept of builds to go along with that, almost like iRobot or something like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, moving on to the straight builds.
Right. All right. So starting with third place on this guy, with these guys.
These guys.
These guys. Again, I forgot which one we decided was going to go third and which one was going to go second.
Well, we kind of really didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just say it. So, and I got the answers. I'm going to just go with it. So the thing is that first of all, these guys are gorgeous. In their own right, they're just wonderful. They were not panel lined. Those panel lines are all that you needed to do to make it pop. The next thing was the stickers to give it that special insignia and stuff like that. There was not a lot of that going on in those 3 units, whereas we had a little bit more going on in the other ones.
To cut you off for just
Go
a moment.
ahead.
And I do know that for some people, we even were talking about it beforehand. And again, we're all going to collectively blame Jordan on this. The fact that the definition of what a straight build was defined at wasn't clearly defined probably left some people thinking, oh, I probably didn't need to panel line this. And then some people were like, yeah, you know what, panel line's the thing that I do for all of my builds, so that's a straight build to me, so that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So that, I think, was part of, not on you guys, it's a little bit of a confusion thing, and hopefully going forward we'll be more clear about what categories is expected in each one.
Right. And what you should be able to go and push the limits of.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely panel lines are just something that once you start doing it, folks that aren't doing it, once you start doing it, you're going to grab every single toy in your collection and start panel lining, even if it's not a gun. So it's going to happen. So with that being said, the main difference between these 2 guys is going to be some sticker usage. Now with the Burning Gundam, there's a lot of real quality in the build. There's a lot of lack of mistakes and stuff. There's a little bit of missing areas of sanding on some of the orange that's visible, but because the orange is all over it, you kind of get lost in it, and it's a lot of fun. And I like the unit, and because Melvin helped me out, I almost wanted to make him, you know, beat everybody and just, you know, shut them. But no, seriously, he was a wonderful 3rd place, and the reason he didn't go further than that was the sanding on the nips and the stickers. Otherwise, because he did the panel lining, he went a little bit further. To me, that kind of pushed him a little bit further than these 3 guys. That is one of the main reasons, and I've seen more contest builds where people didn't win because of panel lines, and I was one of them, so I want this to be like. But for 3rd place, Melvin, congratulations.
Thank you.
In 2nd place, a really well done unit, almost too easy because it's new, it's almost doing the work for you, but hey, you select the right model, you do the right moves, you get 2nd place. So with 2nd place,
is Keith here?
Keith is not here.
Not here. All right. Well, then we'll just put all this to the side.
Congratulations, Keith.
Congratulations, Keith.
Yeah. And with 1st place, these are the unit. This is the unit that I entered in my first contest here at the store. This is one of my most favorite units. It's easy for me to get lost in just picking it, but it was actually done really well. The sticker alignment was a lot better than I did on mine. The panel lining was way better than I did on mine, and I painted it, so I'm actually really, really happy with that. And Adrian, good job on that. 1st place.
There you go.
There we go.
Wait, so what does he get?
So he got, not only does he get bragging rights as 1st place, he also gets a gift card that I think has $50 on it. I don't know. We can find out later, but it's got money on it. Free money.
So there you go. And who's 1st place over there? And they weren't here.
Yeah, that's on rules. So he's unfortunately not here. But what he got to win, if you guys didn't know, is he got a pair of God hand nippers, which you guys have never used before. They are super nice.
They're great if you have tendinitis.
Yeah, exactly. They cut through things like butter. And we sell them too if you just want to buy some. But, other than that, and then also, again, like I was saying, for everybody who's here, if you didn't already get one for whatever reason, come grab some $10 off coupons.
Cool.
Hand those out to everybody.
So now that we've finished the contest, overall, were you just happy with what everybody brought to the table?
Absolutely. I was really happy with the fact we have 2 different brackets. We had a straight build, and then we had a custom build. The custom builds were really nice. We had some folks that did bash kits or kit bashing where they used multiple kits, and then we had some that were really sticking to their guns, building the units correctly, and maybe just going a little bit extra with the colors in some cases, but really showed some of the folks, I think, with the straight builds where they can go next. And hopefully, I think that's what really it's all about, is bringing the folks out that can do straight builds, that are confident with that, to give them that foundation opportunity to show off their work. But really, it's them getting to see the custom builders and then go, oh, okay, this is what I can do. I like what he did or she did. Now next time I have a chance, I'm going to talk to that person or see them on the Facebook group or something on Gunpla TX and be able to talk to them.
Indeed. Well, I thank you for your time and running this event. Hopefully we'll have another one here very soon.
Thank you. Look forward. Thank you all.